Hello and welcome back to ND Live. I'm Jac Collinsworth, and my only concern about tonight's show is that it might be just a little bit too good. Later we'll be joined by Notre Dame safety Max Redfield and Irish legend Mike Collins. But first, this past weekend Michigan strolled into town to find out just how tough this 2014 Notre Dame team is. This is the first time since 1984, the year the first Apple computer went on sale, that any Michigan team has been shut out, period. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. So let me show you exactly how they did it. To the highlights we go. Michigan, Notre Dame under the lights in South Bend, Indiana for one last time. Late in the first quarter, the Irish have Michigan on their heels, and Cam McDaniel delivers a 7-point punch. ND on the board first. Back in the red zone, the touchdowns keep on coming. Golson finds his new slot man, Amir Carlisle, 14-0 home team. Once this offense hits green, it's a little bit disturbing. Will Fuller goes up and gets one in a big way over Blake Countless, 21-0. Somebody check Michigan's pulse. Delivers, and that dog won't hunt. Max Redfield, and Max into Michigan territory. Even the student section like that one. D-boys. Notre Dame on the attack again. Red zone. Golson, Carlisle, 7 more. 28-0. Amir looks like he's been playing receiver his entire life. But Gardner feels like he has one more shot. Creates, extends his eyes down the field, and Joe Schmidt puts his helmet right on the football. The goose is loose. Notre Dame recovers. Count the takeaways, 3 of them, and a fumble to go along with it. That'll make for a long ride back to Ann Arbor. Van Gorder is riding a gravy train on biscuit wheels, and Notre Dame rolls. 31-0 over Michigan. Golson, 226 yards and 3 touchdowns. Notre Dame moves to 2-0 on the season. Well, Notre Dame Stadium is an unparalleled facility to take in a football game. And for the past 20 years, public address announcer Mike Collins has been the voice behind the experience. But it's his side job that just might make you smile. Cassidy McDonald has more.
Cody Riggs, 9-yard return. It'll be first down, Irish at the 39.
You know his voice, but not everyone recognizes his face. Bringing his big-time football voice right into your lunchroom, that's Notre Dame football public address announcer Mike Collins. He can pronounce every name on the roster and on ID cards.
Baruchia. Okay. What a pretty name.
Great attempt. Thank you.
Okay, have a good day.
You may want to charge into the dining hall like a running back hitting the field, because with every Notre Dame student, Mr. Collins brings it.
Okay, thanks, Cassidy. Great work. We are now joined by Notre Dame safety Max Redfield. Max, thanks for chilling out with us, buddy.
Of course, my man.
And we have, last week, Devin Gardner threw 3 picks to go along with his fumble. How did you guys do it?
Honestly, we had a great week of preparation. Every day we felt like we had to just heighten that intensity that much more, heighten the focus, heighten the communication, and obviously it paid off greatly for us.
And a lot of people are starting to speculate a little bit here, a little bit there. I'm going to ask you, how good is this team?
I feel like this team has no limit, but we do need to focus just at the task at hand and week to week. If we get too ahead of ourselves, that can be obviously detrimental for us, and we just want to focus each and every day to get better and better, and we feel like we'll have a great future if we do that.
And when I look at this year's team, you know, I've watched Notre Dame for 5 years now with Austin playing here. There's something a little bit different about this squad. It seems like you guys are really all in for each other. How much do you feel that in the locker room?
We definitely feel it. I feel like it's very apparent how we play. I feel like the coach has ingrained it in us, but it's our personalities. Person to person, we love playing for each other. We love just hanging around each other off the field, on the field, and I think that's super important to just have that close relationship, and you can really see it on the field.
31-0 last week. I think you guys did all right. Big game coming up this week against Purdue at Lucas Oil Stadium. That's part of the ongoing Shamrock series. I think we all, get a little bit fired up about the uniforms you guys are going to be rocking, but as Rich is going to tell us, it's a lot more than that.
The Shamrock, a staple in the Irish culture and a symbol of good fortune. For Notre Dame, the annual Shamrock Series is a celebration of the spirit of the university at special venues across the country. The series has taken the football team and Irish Nation to 5 different cities each time, with favorable results both on and off the field. Notre Dame Vice President and Director of Athletics Jack Collinsworth helped inaugurate the series in 2009 with a trip to the Alamo Dome and a 40-14 win over Washington State. Since that first game, the Irish have played games in Yankee Stadium, FedEx Field, Soldier Field in Chicago, and Jerry's World, one of the most aesthetically impressive venues in the United States, located in Arlington, Texas. Attendance numbers have been strong, and the full weekend includes social events, academic conferences, masses, and even a road pep rally. Notre Dame is 5-0 and has scored an average of 38 points in Shamrock Series games. 4 of the 5 wins have come with Tommy Rees calling the signals as the starting QB, and standout performers have included T.J. Jones, Golden Tate, Jonas Gray, and Darren Walls. All 4 players would have futures in the National Football League. The program has also expressed a break from the traditional blue and gold with fresh uniform designs each year. Under Armour has now taken the reins and will oversee the development, starting with this year's new sleek design. This season, the Irish take their talent in-state to Indianapolis against rival Purdue at Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts. Still on the docket are trips to Fenway Park and then a return to the Alamo Dome in 2016. But as long as the luck of the Irish continues with that perfect record, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Shamrock Series extended past the 2016 season.
And one of the great things about Notre Dame is the diehard supporters that we have, across the United States and really all across the world. This Shamrock Series allows us to take what is technically a Notre Dame home game and bring it to the backyards of all those amazing fans. Rich, great work and welcome back to the studio. Let's talk Purdue. How threatening is this Purdue team?
Well, Jack, I think they're very threatening. You look at the last couple of years, both of the games have been within 7 points over the last couple of years. And a big reason for that, how about the pressure that Purdue has brought with their defensive line, especially against the Irish's interior of the offensive line. A big reason for that in the past was Kawan Short. He's now with the Carolina Panthers. Now it's number 92, Ryan Watson. His theme and really his mantra right now is playing fast and playing strong. He's done that. He's under 300 pounds, but already has 2 sacks on the season.
And last weekend against Michigan, Notre Dame's defense was dirtier than a dorm bathroom on Sunday. So how do they build off that and come out here and take care of Purdue?
Well, Jack, I think it's going to be all about the ball hawks. At the safety position, at the cornerback position, you look at last week, Cody Riggs, Max Redfield, and Elijah Shumate were all able to collect interceptions. Actually, if you look at Notre Dame's turnover differential right now, +6, the Irish offense hasn't committed any turnovers. And as the old adage goes, if you have less turnovers in a football game, you're usually going to win.
And Rich, we all know you haven't left the film booth all week. A few holes in this Purdue defense. Where do we attack?
Well, I think for the Irish, Jack, it's going to be that big-time connection that the Irish have presented so far. From quarterback to wide receiver, it's Everett Golson to William Fuller. Fuller last week with a career-high 9 receptions. He almost had 100 yards receiving, also scored. He has been lights out and really has just beat defenses over the top. So I think that's one way to really exploit this Purdue defense.
Any breakout performers we're keeping our eye on?
Yeah, I think a couple of guys, one on each side. How about Amir Carlisle, a fellow receiver, much like William Fuller, a veteran guy. He's actually made the transition from running back to slot receiver. He's made that transition extremely well, scored his first 2 career touchdowns last week. He's really running some nice routes from the slot. And then on the other side, Frankie Williams, he's number 24, a big-time cornerback for Purdue. He is absolutely electrifying when he touches the ball. He's a punt returner, 2 punt returns already of 25 or more yards for Frankie Williams. He also has an interception. So the receivers are going to have to be careful, and Everett Golson cannot force the ball into tight situations, or Frankie Williams is going to make them pay.
Rich, as smooth as ever, baby. That wraps up this Purdue week of ND Live. Special thanks to Mike and Max for spending the time with us. Saturday night, it's the Irish taking on Purdue at Lucas Oil Stadium, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC. For all of us at Fighting Irish Digital Media, I'm Jac Collinsworth. We'll see you guys next week right here on Watch ND.